Hey, Kelly, do you have a second?
What? I'm busy right now. I'm watching anime. Is there a problem?
You're always watching anime or playing games or something. It's something important. Can you please listen to me?
So what? You're seriously such a drag.
It's about your manners while we eat. Marcus copies you. I really wish you'd change a little bit.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Marcus is 3 years old right now. It's important that he eats a lot to get his nutrients. That's why I want to teach him the correct way to eat, with the right manners and such.
I see. Good luck. I think it's all in vain, though.
What do you mean?
That's just your ego talking as a parent. Just because you teach him how to eat with manners now, who knows what kind of behavior he'll have in the future.
Okay, that may be so, but I'd still rather him at least have a foundation he can work off for now.
So what is it? Something important you wanted to talk about? I don't think that has anything to do with me. If you want to teach him yourself. Just because I live with you doesn't mean I have to do anything with Marcus.
I want you to help me out. I want you to help me out, Kelly.
What? Help you out? It's your own damn child. Raise it your damn self. Trying to ask other people for help? You're way too spoiled, I think.
That's not what I mean. I just don't want you to do the things that we are actively telling him not to do.
What the hell? Why do I have to be careful in my own home? I shouldn't have to hold back on my own actions.
I understand how you feel, but Marcus stops eating dinner when he eats his snacks past 3 p.m. I make sure that he only has one snack a day. And you're eating his snacks, aren't you, Kelly? Every time I go buy things for him, you eat them all up before he ever got a chance to get at them. He's pretty upset about that. You always eat right before dinner, too. He was crying the other day because he thought it was unfair that you were the only one that was able to eat before dinner and ate all the snacks.
So what? What's wrong with eating what's available to me at my own parents' house? I'm a grown adult. I get to eat what I want to eat when I want to. Just teach him that he can eat what he wants when he wants once he's older.
I don't think that's the problem. We don't eat any, and Mom and them don't either.
It's totally up to me if I want to eat or not.
Even while we eat, you said that he eats too slow. So you started stealing and taking things off his plate that he likes. I really wish you'd stop that. He is literally 3 years old. He can't eat at the same speed as an adult. I feel bad for him.
It's his fault for not touching it at all. I thought maybe he didn't like it, so he left it. He should have just said something on the spot.
You should understand that. Arguing in front of your own child is not good. And didn't my husband tell you something?
Yeah, he might have said something. I wasn't listening though. But how does that have to do with me? I was just a little confused. I have no reason that I should be listening to you complain. It's literally my own home. I should be able to do what I want. And if you don't like it, just leave. And take your stupid kid with you.
Huh? That's really taking it too far.
I lived in my house for the longest time. Suddenly, some random person showed up out of nowhere. That's how I feel. Invaded. Do you understand?
I mean, that's true, but we've already been living together for over a year. Sometimes my husband talks to you, but you never seem to change your behavior. So I decided I would talk to you myself. This isn't good for Marcus either. I don't like seeing Marcus being that upset. It's literally every day that he seems angry.
It's not every day. Besides, my mom also said that when you're not around because of work, I'm looking after your little brat. You don't feel like you owe me at all? You should probably start to think about all the implications.
I know that Mom looks after him, but she was the one that wanted us to live with her to begin with. If you think that's the case, maybe you should start taking care of the house too? Right now, it's just Mom and I doing everything.
What? Why the hell should I help. The married and wife should do that normally. You shouldn't be putting so much pressure on my mom. You need to work harder. You use work as an excuse. You shouldn't be skimping on the chores around the house. And you better work harder to not cause any problems. You don't even cook well enough. I'm sure that's part of the reason that Marcus doesn't eat faster. You're really just this useless wife. And I think everyone talks about you when they mention married and wife problems. You really do come off as a useless mother.
You're really going to go that far? You're right, probably. To you, Kelly, you don't even have any job to use as an excuse.
Huh?
You're past 30 with no job. You literally just stay at home watching games or watch anime. Before we started living together with you, Mom was taking care of all the chores all on her own, even taking care of Dad. Apparently you never helped out around that part too, right?
Who wants to be taken care of by their own daughter? That's why I just left it alone. If he wanted me to help him out, I would have. No matter the case, though, it has nothing to do with you. It's family talk and family business.
Actually, I started living with you guys to help me take care of your father. So it has something to do with me. Even after Dad passed away, I ended up going back to work, but that's besides the point.
It's so annoying having to live with someone who's such a drag.
You know, I really agree with you. That's why I was talking to your mother.
About what?
We're going to be selling your house.
House? Sell? What?
The house that we're all currently living in together, we're going to be selling it.
What do you mean? You're going to move? It's just going to be you guys leaving, right?
That's not what I mean. We're going to be selling the house entirely. So you'll have to find a new place to live too.
What? I don't understand. What about Mom? What about your stupid little family?
We're all going to be moving together. We're going to be buying a house and everything.
What are you talking about? It's Mom's house. You can't do that. We take such great care of Marcus. Are you going to abandon Mom still? You're seriously the worst person.
I'm not going to abandon her. I told you, we're all going to move. Everyone except you.
Huh? Mom too?
Yeah. The old house is getting too old anyway. Mom is getting a little too old too.
When did you decide on that?
After Dad passed away, we had a bunch of savings and insurance money. So she said she would help us out for the new house. I'm actually really being helped by Mom, so we're all planning on moving together.
What about me?
Yeah, about that. If I talked to you and you even showed a sliver of remorse, we were considering maybe moving with you. But even when my husband talks to you, and even when I talk to you, it seems like it never works, which means that we don't need to do anything. We have no obligation to help you out.
What the hell do you mean?
Mom is also saying that she's at her limit. She doesn't like seeing her daughter bullying her grandchild. She says it makes her wince every time she sees it. Even when we weren't around, you were bullying Marcus, right? Mom would tell you to stop several times, but you just never stopped until Marcus cried. We're also going to give up on you. You're a lost cause to us.
A lost cause? You can't just abandon me.
Can you leave the house by the end of the month?
Huh?
We have to get everything ready. I would really appreciate it if you started even a day earlier.
Where am I supposed to go?
I don't know. I don't mind lending you the initial fees that you need, but make sure that you work and give it back.
What do you mean initial fees?
The initial fees you need to rent a home?
You need to pay money for renting a home other than the monthly rent?
Of course you do. You've lived at home for 33 years. I guess you'll struggle a bit from now on, but make sure you keep at it.
Wait, hang on a second. You can't do this to me. I've never worked at all. I can't just go outside and work like that out of the blue.
Then use your amazingly lovely computer to find a way to make money using that. You can just Google anything anyway. Whatever, we're done with you. We are no longer going to take care of it.
What time will you be home? I want to talk about what's going to happen from now on.
There's nothing to talk about anymore. We've all taken PTO and we're taking a long break. Mom is with us and we're all taking a break on a cruise.
What? What about me? Why didn't you invite me?
Why don't you just eat the snacks that we left at home? No one is going to buy you anything from now on, so you'll have to buy your own food. First, you should probably lose a little weight so that you can find a part-time job and maybe try to find a uniform that you'll fit in. Alright, so that's that. You have until the end of this week to leave the house. Kelly's mother ended up helping Kelly to cover the initial fees to move into a new house for her. I'm sure Kelly thought that if she was cornered, her mom or brother would help her out, or so she thought. But because this jobless 30-something-year-old was mean to Marcus, no one wanted to be kind to her anymore. Afterwards, she lived in a cheap, terrible apartment and started working at a convenience store nearby. Apparently, she's lost almost 20 pounds from work. Because she stopped eating all the snacks when she was over 200 pounds, maybe this was perfect for her considering she needed to lose weight.
Hey, Karina, you need to answer my question. Is it true that you're coming to my house for the housewarming party? Yeah, that's right. I'm planning to go with the family. What's up? Have things changed? Oh, really? Okay. I don't mind that you come to the get-together, but can you please just dress appropriately for the party? That would be great. Huh? What do you mean dress appropriately? Is there something wrong with the way I dress normally? Well, you're smart. You understand the situation, right? We live in a very luxurious house now. I get it. You want to feel that exhilarating feeling when you walk into the place. You know, originally it wasn't going to be a place for your family to enter. Oh, Joan, are you kidding me with this? Are we really going to have this conversation again? Because I need to explain things properly so that you understand. Do you have any idea what will happen if you don't keep quiet? Well, I don't plan on doing anything in the house. All I want to do is celebrate with Tyson, that's it. You know, because he was the one that built the house, okay? Excuse me, Tyson's so busy every day as a doctor, and you do know that as his wife, I'm busy trying to support his daily life, right? You could say that more than half of the house was built by yours truly. He couldn't do it without my help. At your place, you may not have the financial means to do all of these amazing things as both of your parents have to work to get by. There's also those types of couples, you know. I wouldn't be surprised if you all do something to our beautiful house. Okay, Joan. Whatever you say then. Well, I'm already exhausted from having this conversation. I don't know if I want to celebrate anymore. But Tyson invited us to come, and I don't know if I can just turn him down when he's worked so hard. You do know that you were only invited as a social gesture, right? So you wouldn't feel left out. I can't believe how serious you're being. It's annoying. Really? Just a social gesture, huh? I don't really think it's like that. We're his family, so of course that's why he invited us to go. Well, since you're all going to come to the housewarming, at least be aware of what I was talking about when you do make it over here, all right? I don't want my brand new mansion getting all dirty and covered in your disgusting germs. We're not going to make a mess. We're adults who know how to clean up after themselves. I'll just come by for a little bit, say hello to some people, and leave right after that. Oh, really? That's your plan? Well, I'm also getting tired of dealing with you and the family, so please do go home early. You'll also need to do some showering and deodorizing of yourselves before you enter the house, okay? Are you kidding me with this? We don't smell, all right? So stop hassling me so much about this.
Hey, Karina. You're coming to the celebration at our house today, aren't you? I'm sorry to bother you with this, but could you bring a suit over for me? I think the suit I was using to get a job is still at the house, right?
Oh, you're wanting one of your suits? I'm sorry, we've already left the house.
Oh, really? If only I had messaged you sooner. This might be a problem. But you're all dressed up properly and everything, right?
Well, I'm wearing something that's nice, but I didn't mean to look shabby, if that's what you mean. This isn't what Joan instructed you to say to me, is it?
Oh, yeah. She told me to tell you that. I don't know, she just cares about random things like that. It's only a housewarming, but yeah. It's getting kind of annoying, and I can't get over how she's been acting lately towards other people. She also said to please behave yourself somehow.
Well, I wouldn't say it's at the level of being annoying, but I don't really want to have much to do with her if she's going to continue acting like this towards me. I hate her.
Hey, come on now. She's still my wife. You can't just turn around and hate her because of how picky she is. That's a bit extreme, Karina. She's a beautiful lady as well. She just wants things to be perfect. You need to stop hating on her, alright?
I don't get why you'd say that to me, Tyson. Don't you care that she's talking down to me? She shouldn't be saying rude things to me.
All you have to do is listen to what she says. We hardly get together anyways, so it shouldn't be a big deal. You know that she can be tough on people, especially those that she doesn't approve of, or hasn't spent a lot of time with. So that's it. I've been working hard, and this housewarming means a lot to me. So could you just be nice and try to get along?
Do you really think that I can be friends with someone who insults me all the time? This is no joke, Tyson. She does that. Also, I think we're beyond the point of trying to even be friends anyway. It would be too difficult to try and make amends now.
Okay, I get it. It's fine. If you can't get along, just at least try and be adults, and not make it so obvious that you're not friendly towards each other. So, are you all on your way here? Or are you at a rest stop taking a break right now?
No, Dad is driving today, so I'm sitting here in the passenger seat messaging you. We'll be arriving soon, though.
Wait, what? Dad is driving? Is Dad coming to the housewarming as well?
Of course he is. You're his son, so of course he's going to show up. You did invite all of us to this party, didn't you?
Oh, I had no idea, to be honest. I thought it was just going to be you and Mom coming to the house. I thought that Dad would be in a board meeting today.
Oh, I see what you mean. I get that you're scared of Dad, so I suppose you purposefully threw this party on a day that only Mom and I could make it. Well, I hate to break it to you, but Dad canceled his plans today so that he could come with us.
But he never comes to anything, and I just don't like it when he comes to anything I organized. I don't get how this happened. Actually, I'm not really scared of Dad or anything. It's just that he's my boss at the hospital as well, so I don't want to have to see him on my days off as well.
Oh, okay, I understand. No matter what, Dad was going to be with you and at some point or another, but I guess be prepared for when he gets there.
Yeah, I know. I just don't want to deal with him outside of work. Whatever you all do, just be on your best behavior, alright?
Hey, when are we not on our best behavior, Tyson? Everything will be fine, I promise you that. Hey, I just saw you at my window. What on earth are you wearing? Obviously cheap clothes, and you're driving that cheap-looking car. I'd be in so much trouble if I pulled up in that crappy car in run-down clothes to enter a fancy-looking house. Okay, whatever you say, Joan. Would you open the gate for us, please, so that we can come in? We came all the way here, so don't make us wait outside until you let us in. Oh, I am so sorry, Karina, but I really can't let you enter the property. I mean, look at this place, okay? You know that you are not in suitable attire to enter, right? No, we're not. We look absolutely fine, so stop judging us on what we own. You really need to stop annoying me and my family. Wow, I really didn't know that you had such a way with words. It's making me so scared of you. Not. You know, I really can't afford to let more people in since it's already so crowded. Surely you understand that. Look, I need to speak to Tyson. What is he doing? Did you do something to him? No matter how many times I call, he doesn't pick up. Oh, well, at the moment, Tyson's cleaning the bathroom, so he can't answer any phone calls or text messages right now. Wait, what? Why the heck is he cleaning the bathroom? Doesn't he know what's happening right now? I just told him that we were almost at his place, so I don't get why he would be cleaning. I actually told Tyson that you and your parents would be delayed in arriving. Wait, what? Why would you say that to him when we were basically outside your house? Because Tyson is too kind, and I knew that he'd let all of you into the house. I didn't want that to happen. Please keep in mind that I have to be strong and keep him out of the way so that I don't have to let you inside. Then, no matter how we looked when we got to the front door, you were just going to drive us away somehow, weren't you? Now that I think about it, yeah, that's what I was trying to do, to be honest with you. I was actually surprised to see that your appearance was worse than I expected. Surely you're able to understand these complicated circumstances, right? Are you for real, Joan? What complicated circumstances? All you're doing is being rude. Be honest with me, are you after Tyson's money? He's such a rich man who earns a considerable amount of money as a doctor. I'm sure you're trying to wheedle your way into his life and get some extra cash on him, aren't you? Why would you assume these things about my family? Do you really think we'd take his money? Are you insane? We're his family. It's because you're living a life that's dependent on his job, right? Your family is just a poor and unemployed waste of space in society and rely on Tyson's allowance. What on earth are you talking about? What is this about us needing his allowance? Yeah, I already know everything, Karina. I tried to prevent it all from happening, but your family are only here for his money because you can't survive without my husband. If you want to get into a house, there's an entry fee to get inside. You're going to have to pay at least $1,000 per person, okay? This is insane. I can't believe what you're saying. I've had enough of this. We're just going to go home then. I knew you wouldn't be able to pay for it, so you've got no other choice. It's such a huge amount to pay for such a poor family. Well, I guess I'll just let Tyson know that you all changed your minds about coming inside and that you went home. Please turn and go right back home, please. I've got other things to plan for this housewarming. I can't believe this is happening. You're going to regret doing this to my family, Joan. Be careful what you say next. Oh, I'm so scared. I wonder what's going to happen next. I can't wait for you to actually get back at me. I guess I'll be waiting for a while then.
Hey, Karina, is everything okay? I heard that you went home because you guys weren't feeling well. What's going on?
Oh, is that so? Is that what your lovely wife told you? That's not exactly why we're not at your house, Tyson.
Wait, what do you mean by that? What's happened? So you aren't actually sick?
Joan wouldn't open the gate for us because our car and clothes weren't up to her standard. We look poor, is basically what she said. She doesn't want poor families to ruin the grounds that your house sits on. We're not dirty people, Tyson.
You're kidding me. She actually told you this? She wouldn't turn around and say something like that. After all, it's my family she's talking to. She wouldn't do that.
Tyson, from her perspective, we're parasites that are living off an allowance you give us. I guess that's why she thinks it's okay for her to treat us like she does. She thinks she can get away with this disgusting behavior. But her accusations are so strange. We've not received a penny from you, so I don't know where she got that idea from. And the strangest thing is Joan hasn't even found out that our father is the director of the hospital that you work at. If she knew about this, I don't think she'd be behaving like this towards us.
No, I suppose she doesn't know. Look, I'll explain all of this properly to her later. But please, can you all just get back here right now? I'm begging on my knees here.
I'm sorry, but we can't come back because Dad is very dizzy and he doesn't want to drive. I don't think we can go back to your house.
What? He's feeling frustrated? But that's not good. What am I going to do now? I'll call a taxi and get there as quickly as I can. Please, just let me apologize for what's going on. I can't believe this is happening right now.
Well, what if we don't want that to happen? Look, we've got no intention of receiving an apology right now. We've had enough of this nonsense.
Please, I'm begging you. I'll be there right away. Just let me say what I want to say, okay? Hey, you! I can't believe that you'd do something so terrible to us. Why did you turn my family away from the house?
Ugh, this again, really? Well, I guess you were just being so kind about letting your family come over, so they thought they had the audacity to enter my house, okay? You know that I can't allow a parasitic family such as yours to be spoiled by you forever, all right? If it wasn't for us well-known and wealthy people, those poor beings would never survive.
I'm so over your attitude. Cut it out. They've done nothing but be nice to you, Joan. Also, my family's not poor.
Wait, what? What do you mean you're not poor? You said to me that they didn't have a lot of money, so I just assumed they lived off rags and rations. You're the one that's been supporting this family the entire time that I've known you.
What on earth are you talking about? I might have said that, but that's not the truth.
What do you mean it's not the truth? You've got no reason to lie to me. If you're lying, then you need to speak up.
Would you just shut up for a second? Whatever has happened, you still drove them away without asking me what to do with them first. I can't believe my own wife would lie to me. It's all because of you that I've ended up this way. I'm so upset because of you.
Okay, I feel a little bit bad for lying to you, but they're just such poor people. Look, where are you right now, Tyson? We should talk in person, okay?
I'm in a taxi right now, trying to chase down my family's car. It looks like they went all the way back to the house, so I'm not going to come back home today. I can't believe your attitude and how you've treated my family. What am I supposed to do about this?
Okay, would you just calm down a little bit, please, and explain this all to me properly? Why are you in such a hurry to get to your parents' house for?
Okay, so my father is actually the director of the hospital that I work at. He's absolutely fuming right now over what's happened today. He's a very strict and stubborn person. I'm definitely going to be fired from the hospital now.
Huh? Okay, whoa, hold on a minute. Just rewind a little so I can understand. Why on earth did you keep this a secret for so long?
I have various reasons for that, alright? Anyway, you need to reflect on what you did today. I've had it up to here with you. I can't stand you.
Wait, what? No, I am so confused as to what your father has to do with this. So what, he's stubborn? What's so bad about your father? Okay, Karina, you really need to start communicating with me better. What's going on here? Your father is the director of the hospital that Tyson works at or something? How come I didn't know this? Well, I guess you finally heard the truth about what my family does from Tyson then? Yes, you're right. Tyson works as a doctor at the hospital that my father directs. No way, really? I literally had no idea that they worked so closely together. I thought that your parents had no job. Well, I guess Tyson kept it all hush-hush due to some strange pride that he's got. We also don't receive any allowance from Tyson either. We all have proper jobs and make our own living, so I don't see how you think Tyson pays us to survive. We can survive on our own. Oh, right. Well, I didn't mean to assume anything. I honestly had no idea that you all had jobs. I just acted like I did because of what Tyson said to me. Well, I guess what happened can't be helped now. Tyson's been lying to quite a few people then. Yes, he has. It's not right. He's the one who's a parasitic weasel. What is it with him, honestly? This is why I have to be the strong one in the couple. Yeah, but do you really think I'm going to turn around and say that everything is entirely his fault, Joan? Your mentality of looking down on people because of how little or how much money they have sickens me. You know what? It doesn't just sicken me. It makes me hate you a lot. I feel like I'm a victim of some kind of deceptive plan you had. But our family is more mad at you than anything else. But I can't help but be that way since Tyson lied to me about your situation. I didn't know that your father was a hospital director. You shouldn't just assume things about people. You should actually ask and make conversation about their situation. You should have been more careful about what you said to me and my family. If you can't think about what you've done wrong, then I can't help you. I think it's about time that you leave that big, luxurious house of yours and go back to your parents' house immediately. Huh? What for? Why should I be the one who has to leave? I didn't do anything wrong. It's not like I was intentionally mean to you. I just didn't know enough about your family. This house is also mine, too. This amazing house is proof that I'm a winner and I'm wealthy. No, it doesn't provide you with anything, Joan. A lot of the money that was invested into that house was from my father. Wait a minute. What did you just say? You're wrong. It was Tyson that invested a lot of money into building this house. Think about it, Joan. Do you really think Tyson had the money to build that house? Do you think a doctor in his 20s has enough money to do something like that? No, I guess he didn't. But that can't be true, can it? I suppose he did need help at some point, but no way did I think it came from your father. Well, one thing's for sure, you didn't pay a single cent for the construction of the house. You're just a housewife, so I guess I understand why you didn't. The next thing I'm about to tell you is a message from my father. You've done nothing but be rude to us, so you need to leave that house right now. No way, I can't just walk out of this house. It's mine as well. You can't just take it from me. Look, I had no idea of the situation. I'm innocent here. You might have pretended that you didn't know what was truly happening, but what you said was downright horrible. Just pack your things and get out of the house immediately. We're not going to tell you again. This family is also cutting ties with you. We don't want you around. You're cutting ties with me? You can't just do that to me. No one's allowed to just abandon someone and leave them basically homeless. I've got rights, you know. Please, just don't be so hasty about your decisions, okay? This has unfolded too quickly. Can't we just talk this out more? If you really want to talk this out more, then you need to talk to Tyson. We don't want to talk to you anymore. I'll leave you to pack. No, wait, Karina! You can't just do this to your own sister-in-law. Please, wait. Come back and talk to me. Hey, Tyson. You're not actually considering getting a divorce from me, are you?
I feel like you've given me no choice but to do that. Don't you get why this is happening? I don't want to be with someone who's so horrible anymore.
It's kind of odd that you're doing this, because you're the one that lied to me.
Yeah, I felt bad for lying to you, but you treated my family so badly, and I don't want to be married to someone who's going to act like you did. I'm sorry, but we can't be together. You've gone way too far, and you need to learn how to treat people better.
But I don't get it. We were doing so well. What am I supposed to do without you now? This isn't fair. I don't have a house to live in or a job to go to. How am I supposed to make a living or have an allowance without you?
Can't you just go back to your parents' house? Aren't they wealthy enough to support you until things turn around for you?
Don't you get it? My parents won't let me stay at their house anymore. After they learned about what happened with the in-laws and your sister, they're really angry at me. No matter which way you look at it, it's all your fault. You're the one who lied in the first place. This wouldn't have happened if you didn't.
What on earth are you saying, woman? It's your fault. I didn't tell you to treat my family like crap. I just didn't disclose their professions. My career is also ruined because of all the things you did to my family. You've made me look so bad in front of my family.
Only because you lied so that your pride wouldn't get hurt. Am I right? I thought you said that you were supporting your family and that you invested all of your own money to build the house. You also hid the fact that your father is the director of the hospital you work at. I don't understand why you do that.
You're wrong. I didn't hide anything. I just obeyed my father's instructions by not saying anything about him. He said that I've got a lot of learning to do, and that I need to gain more experience in my job. So I said nothing to you.
Oh, is that right? Are you kidding me? Does he really think that you're some incompetent doctor that's going to show off and get more attention than him or something?
Would you quit it with your snide remarks? He's stubborn, but he's still my father. So shut up, Joan. You need to learn to not talk badly about people. Who do you think you should thank for putting food on the table? Huh, Joan?
Are you being serious right now? You were the one that turned around and told me that a man who makes his wife work is a poor man.
Shut up. It was a joke, and I'm not poor. I just need help because there are a lot of loans when you study to be a doctor. Obviously, you don't understand. I've had enough of this. I don't want to see you ever again, Joan.
I suppose I'll just wish on that from here. Let's hope that you don't regret this later, okay? I know you wouldn't do this to me, Tyson. Karina, I really need your help. I don't have anyone else to rely on. I want to get back with Tyson. Please help. You know that he broke up with you. I can't possibly help you with that. If this is the worst case scenario, if you were able to reconcile, getting married again is highly unlikely. He blocked you for a few days now, so there's no way that you can get in contact with him now, right? I just said things out of anger. Look, I'm being serious. I want to be with Tyson. Now please help me out. I need to get in contact with him. Why should I help you? We cut you off, remember? Because you treated us like dirt. It would be bad for me to help a terrible person like you. But I've looked back on what I've done. I'll never make those kinds of mistakes again. Please, just forgive me for what I did. Why can't you just get help from your parents? Why are you trying to run back to Tyson or me? Because my parents are super strict and they aren't talking to me because of how I treated you. But I do feel bad about it now. I've got no job, nowhere to live, and no one I can rely on. You're my last and only hope that I have to get back on my feet. I'll be honest with you, Joan. You brought this on yourself. You're an adult and you should know better than to treat someone badly. Come on, Karina, don't say things like that, please. Just help me out. You can't abandon me in a time of need. Well, you should have thought about what you said before you were going to say it. Then you wouldn't be in this situation right now. If you want help from me, how about you pay me about $10,000? That only seems fair. After that debacle, Karina blocked Joan from messaging and cut off all contact from her. Apparently, Joan hit a dead end since she went back to visit her parents. She couldn't get her parents to forgive her. She was forced to live alone and learn the harshness of society. She's currently living day to day at a job she just got. She was able to fully experience poverty that she'd always frowned upon. Let's hope she learns how naive she's been. Tyson was kicked out of his father's hospital. It appears that he's taking a break from being a doctor in order to think about why he lied. He's got a bit of a pretentious side to him. Karina continues to live a healthy and happy life. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Morgan, where are you right now? What? I just finished parking the car out in the driveway of your house. I was told that I could park my car out here before by Jackson, so that's what I've done. I see. I was wondering why there was a car out in my driveway which I'd never seen before. So, you drive a little blue sedan? What the heck is that thing? Is that really your car? Yes, it is. That would be my car. I see. I really hope you're joking with me right now, Morgan. I would never expect someone like you to be driving in such an old and cheap-looking car such as that. It's like the car is saying that its driver is a poor person with the vibe it's giving off. What? I actually really happen to like that car, and that's the whole reason I drive it all the time. It's a little bit smaller than most modern sedans, so it's easier for me to park, and it can park in more places than most other cars. I like to think that a lot of people drive cars like that one. I don't want to hear your excuses. I thought that someone else had pulled up in our driveway like a thief. What? Listen to me, Morgan. I heard that you are currently working for a very good company. But what about your parents? What are the both of them doing right now for work? My father is self-employed and my mother works alongside him. Oh no, I knew it. It's your parents who are both the poor people in your family. And now you're trying to get into my family in order to get my husband's money, right? I wasn't wrong. You are a thief that's trying to steal from my family. Hold on for just a second there, Matilda. I think you've jumped the gun way too early here by calling me a poor person just like that. The only reason that I'm here at your guys' house today is to talk with you guys and your husband about Jackson and I getting married. So, would you please wait for me to come inside and then we can all sit back and talk? I have nothing left to talk with you about. Go home. Go home, go home, go home. Get the hell off my property and go home. How about you calm down, please? I'm coming up to your front porch right now. No! You're going to try to hurt me now. This is a family of doctors, and we will not be allowing a rotten little child like you to come and take our money. Now that you have that pocket change, you leave my son alone and go away. Now I'm really in shock. I never thought that someone older than myself would be chucking their change at me. Now I understand how things like water fountains feel when they have to have coins thrown at them all day. I'm not playing around here. Honestly, I am fed up with you now, Matilda. I knew something was up the moment my son told me he was with a 35-year-old woman. Jackson is only 27 years old and he's a doctor of all things. He does not need some old hag like yourself marrying him when he has the ability to get much younger and far wealthier women. Did you just call me an old hag? Have you ever taken a look in the mirror before? Because once you have, you can have some room to talk. Shut your filthy mouth! I need to protect my cute little Jackson from things like you, which means you need to get out of here right now. This is my family of doctors, and I will not let any beggars get anywhere close to us. Is that so? Then I suppose I won't marry him anymore. I'm going home. That's what I wanted to hear. Did you think I would ever let your dirty hands come and defile my family of esteemed doctors? Don't you ever come around my family again, you poor person. I never want to see your face for the rest of my life. So, what do you plan on doing now, Jackson?
I'm so very sorry, Morgan. I have tried so many times now to get my mom to shut up and let you come in. But she's not listening to me one bit. I thought that at least a few days after the first time I had talked to her, she would have calmed down a little. All she keeps saying is how she has to protect me and protect our money.
By the way, your mom has quite an arm on her. That pocket change that she whipped at me was so fast that it cut up my chest and left some bruising. I could take this to the police if I wanted to and say that she assaulted me.
I am so sorry. I'm sure you didn't want anything like this happening today. I don't know what else I can say besides I'm sorry. I don't understand how this happened with my mom when weeks ago, when I was first talking to her about you, she seemed so happy. Hey, you were lying about not getting married to me, right? There's no way you can leave me just because of what my mom did to you, right?
But here's the thing, Jackson. After getting married, you and I will have to meet one another's parents quite often, and that especially means I'll have to see your mom. If she continues to do things like she's done to me today, I'm not going to be able to control myself anymore, and I'll have to call the police on her. That's why for the time being, I'll no longer call you my fiancé. I'm only doing this for a little while, in the hopes that your mom will actually calm down.
Are you sure about that? Can I believe what you're saying?
Yes, you can. But listen, Jackson, I've heard from you plenty of times before now about how your mom is a total jackass and has been causing you trouble for years. And then something like today happened to me. So until something is done about her, whether that's you cutting ties to her or her learning to cope with me, I'm not going to marry you. Understand?
I will make sure something is done about her. I love you so much, Morgan. And that means I will not let you leave me because of my mom. I'm going to go and have another talk with her in a little bit. Could you please give me a little bit of time?
All right. Excuse me, Morgan. What do you want, Matilda? Don't you dare call me by my name ever again! Then what should I be calling you instead? Would you like me to call you my ex-mother-in-law or something? Shut your mouth right now! You're going to make me vomit all over my room. Then I'm going to continue to call you Matilda. So what's going on with you? That's right! Because of you, my son came and yelled at me for what happened. I have never in my whole entire life been yelled at by someone like Jackson. If he ends up with a worthless lowlife like you, then his family and everything will be defiled. I have to get him away from you at all costs. Huh? Let me ask you, do you have any idea why he's upset with you in the first place? I know why, my poor, poor baby Jackson. He's been deceived by the devil who's working through you right now to try and invade the family. Ah, okay. So you have no idea what's going on between you two then? I really do not care at all for your family money, so would you please tell me what makes you think that I do? Even a dang monkey would know why. Because you are nothing more than an office worker. I know that all women turn into office ladies when they want to find themselves a man to bag up. I have no idea what me working in an office has to do with Jackson. And your father is a self-employed loser. In other words, that makes your whole family nothing more than a bunch of poor people. There is no way people like you would ever understand what it's like to be rich, but that's why you're trying to find an easy way to someone else's money. And then there's your mother who does nothing but sit around all day and has to take care of your stupid father. That's why I know you're after my family's money. I'm right on the mark with that, aren't I? You really are a delusional old woman, aren't you? Do you think it's time you go live in an old folks' home or something like that, where you can live out your delusions in peace? I'm sure that the nurses there would love to hear all your stories about how the devil is coming for your money and whatnot. At least I can understand now why you act like such a child. And I can also see that no matter what I say, or anyone else says for that matter, you're not going to listen. You think I'd ever listen to a trickster like you? Of course you'd never, and that's because you have no idea what's going on anymore. And that also means you have no idea what and who are good and evil. You probably don't even know about how my father is a private clinician, and about how my mom works with him as his assistant. Huh? So now the devil has started to speak in tongues through you or something. You say you're from a family of doctors, yet you can't understand my English? Well, I'll just have you know that the clinic your son is working for right now is the clinic that my father owns. What? My father is the one who hired your son to work for him as a researcher within his clinic. You never heard a single thing about that from Jackson? I may or may not have heard something related to all of that. You say that you know everything about your son and are there to protect him from all that's evil, yet you don't even know the place he works at? You're lying. You're trying to deceive me too now. All of that is lies made up by the devil to help you take our money. If your father was really the owner of the clinic my son is working in, then why did you tell me before that he's self-employed? Well, it's just that before your son was telling me how much pride you have in your family. So, in an attempt to not totally destroy your heart, I just told you that my father is self-employed. Which is not wrong, by the way. But now that I've learned just how toxic of an old woman you really are, I'm kind of glad I never told you the details. Shut your mouth! I'm not going to believe another word that comes out of your mouth. Then perhaps you can look this up yourself? I will! I will look up the place that Jackson's working at right now. And then when I see that you have indeed been lying to me, you'll be forced to regret letting the devil use your tongue. Sure. Now go and have a look. Morgan, why are you not answering me? Because I've been working and had no time to answer to a delusional woman. Wow, you've went and called me 300 times now? Do you have nothing better to do with your time? Now is not the time to talk about me calling you. For some reason it seems I had a small little misunderstanding. Now that I've had a good look, it does seem that the clinic my son has been working for is the same clinic your father owns. Jackson even said that to me, so I know now that you were telling the truth. So because that's the case, you are perfect for my family. I'll allow you to marry my son now. Make sure to have a massive wedding and everything so that those around us know we are an affluent family. Also, please make sure that you guys have a child as soon as you start making love. And of course, the first child has to be a boy. When are you guys planning to have your first house built? I'll be coming over there quite a lot to spend time with you guys, so make sure there's a guest room that's set up specifically for me. Wait. What kind of tangent are you starting to go on this time? I think you've completely lost it now that you've changed course by 180 degrees, and I would be more than happy to refer you to seeing my father for help. I'm talking about all of this stuff now because you will become a part of my family. But weren't you saying before that I wasn't fit to be a part of your family, even though Jackson and I thought it was just fine? I know that! Hence why I'm taking back my word and letting you marry my son now. Come to my house right now. I will be more than happy to welcome you inside this time. That's not going to happen. What? Based off the way you've been judging me before, that would mean your son and the rest of you would not be fit for my family. Right? What are you going on about right now, Morgan? Based off what I know about so far, your family may all be doctors, but not a single one of you owns a clinic or hospital, correct? And actually, there is really only one doctor in your family, and that's Jackson. And he's not even considered a proper doctor yet because he's only doing research for my father right now. But he still has the license to be a doctor, which means he is a doctor at heart, right? And what about your husband? From what I've heard, all he is a nurse, right? My grandpa was the owner of a hospital back when he was still around, and your husband used to work under him as a nurse there. Isn't that right? What? Then that means you're the granddaughter of a hospital owner. See, you didn't even know about that very obvious fact. But my husband has been working in a hospital all his life, so he's just like a doctor, right? No, he's not. Nurses and doctors are completely different from one another, and I do not like the fact that you are getting them confused. Jackson's little brother also does not happen to be a doctor, and all you are is a housewife, right? And so what? All of that nitpicking from you is starting to get on my nerves. Then what about you, Morgan? All you are is a basic office lady, right? That's right. But I happen to have a doctor's license, and before I started my own business, I was a doctor. Huh? Right now, I'm running a business that works in the sales of medical equipment to all sorts of hospitals and clinics all across the state. Your business sells medical equipment? I talk with my mom a lot about things like medical equipment, such as what's new in the medical world and what my father's clinic would like to use next. Originally, I didn't really care too much for owning my own business, but when I started to think about how much I loved helping other clinics and hospitals, I decided I'd do so by offering them the best equipment around. Then that would mean your family. That's correct. We all happen to have doctor's licenses, and we've all worked as doctors or are working as doctors, and that makes my family a family of doctors. So, you guys are the real deal? The real deal? Do you understand things a little bit more clearly now? Of course I do. I can see now that the woman my son wants to marry has nothing wrong with her and is not lacking in any way. We need to hurry up and get your guys' wedding together. You were just joking about leaving my son behind, weren't you? That was just a joke you told because you're just that funny of a woman. Well, now I can see just how serious you are about my son and that you need to become his wife. I'm so happy to become your mother-in-law. I finally see everything clearly now. No, you don't. From what you just said, you don't understand a damn thing. Hold on, what are you talking about? The thing is, I could never understand you very well, Matilda. I could never understand why you would hurl little pieces of metal in the form of change at someone, causing them to get cut up. And I could never understand why you thought you still had to take care of your 28-year-old son, like he's a baby still or something. And I could never understand what you were going on about when you said I was the devil and wanted all your money. I really have no idea what you are, Matilda, and that's why I plan to forget about you entirely. Are you still upset with me? We're going to become family from now on, so just forget about all of that. I'm letting you join my family now as my son's wife, so you can stop nitpicking and whining. Oh? You never heard the news? What? Jackson's going to be taking my family's name. Oh, you hold your horses. I sure did not hear about that. Then what's going to happen to my family and the son we raised to take it over? The only child we'll have left is that shut-in brat who doesn't even work. I don't care about your family matters. How about you let your boys live their lives the way they want to and worry about your future instead? I know for a fact that all you've done is bitch at them over and over again about how you want them to live. You hold it right there, Morgan! Look! Jackson! Jackson! You reply to me right now! Hey, are you really going to try ignoring your own mother now? You would never do something so heartless to the woman who birthed you, right? You have always been a really good boy to your mommy.
Mom, shut the hell up already.
Jeez, you were 32 seconds later than the last time with your reply to me. I have told you before to respond to me within 10 seconds of my texts or calls to you, right?
I'm out of the house right now, so don't expect me to be looking at my phone all the time. And Mom, you have always been the one to think that you come before anyone or anything else, right?
Well, of course. I am your mother, and I am one of the most important people in the world.
Well, the most important person to me is Morgan.
Why would you say something like that? I'm your mommy, right? I was the one who made you and gave birth to you. You're my little baby boy, and to you I should always be the most special.
I already had a talk with Dad about you. He's told me about how being married to you has completely numbed him because of all the embarrassment you've brought upon him. But after what you did to Morgan recently, he can no longer handle you.
Why are you mad at your mommy? What happened to you, Jackson?
Stop calling yourself my damn mommy. Jesus Christ, are you daft or something? I'm 28 years old now and don't want to be around some complete nut job anymore. Mom, I really do appreciate you for raising me and everything. But I'm not a 4-year-old anymore, and the life I want to live now has nothing to do with you anymore. I'm leaving that house and your family.
What? What do you mean by that?
I'm taking Morgan's family name in the marriage, so that I never have to be associated with someone as embarrassing as you. I'll make sure you pay Dad back all the money he gave to send me to school over time. But besides that, I don't want anything to do with you guys. So leave me the hell alone now, please.
Why, Jackson? Are you really that upset with me? Oh, my baby boy, was the way I'd been talking to you too harsh? The only reason I was being so strict with you about Morgan was to protect you from the devil. I really mean that, okay? Oh, please trust me.
Shut your goddamn mouth already. Oh my god. Like hell you've ever done anything to protect me. Not once had you ever listened to a word I said to you. That's why I no longer want to be a part of your life. I always wanted to become a dang veterinarian, but you stomped those dreams I had into smithereens. You said that veterinarians were all failures who never accomplished the goal of becoming doctors. I am not your puppet. I am not your doll. I am nothing to you now.
Would you please not talk to your own mommy like that? Oh, this is all because of that woman. That woman, with the help of the devil, turned you into this.
That's right. With her help, I was able to open my eyes and realize just how horrible of a person you are. I respect her a lot for staying with me through all of this. And not for just that reason, though, but also because she became a doctor and then a business owner.
I know that, but...
The only reason I ever lived with what you told me to do is because that was the only way I could find some sort of peace in that house. Luckily, I was able to graduate from high school at the top of my class and get into a really good medical school where I had a lot of scholarships. But I'm no longer at peace anymore with this path you've laid out for me either, so things must change. And that's why today is the final day of calling myself your son.
You can't! You're going to betray your own flesh and blood now? Do you have any idea how much I've had to sacrifice for you?
And you should know that all those sacrifices you made were for nothing, because it turned my little brother into a damn NEET.
What?
He had dreams of his own as well. He wanted to become an aerospace engineer, Mom. But you never listened to him talk about his dreams and told him he had to become a doctor or else he'd rot in hell. You forced him to study what you wanted him to study, and you chose all the friends he could have. And you never let him leave the house besides to go to school and go to cram school afterwards. Because of all of that, he became depressed, and the only thing that he could find joy in was video games. He can't even leave the house now because you never let him develop any social skills.
Is that right? I like to think it's all his fault he ended up completely useless. He never used his brain the same way you did, and he would never listen to me. And when he got into high school, he could never get his grades above a C, and then he never even went to a university afterwards. Oh, that useless shut-in should be praising me for even allowing him to still live at this house.
He is not a shut-in. Right now, he works as a remote engineer.
What?
He gives Dad about $2,000 in cash each month, right? He knows that if he gives you any money, you will just go out and burn it all on brand clothing. That's why he never hands you a dime.
I didn't know that.
That's because you never cared about him or I. The only thing you wanted was for us to become something you could both brag about and get money from.
Oh, that's not true at all.
Dad's going to hand in your guys' divorce papers soon.
What? What do you mean?
He doesn't love you anymore. Also, I'll be cutting you out of my life, and my brother will be doing the same exact thing after he moves.
Wait, I'm nothing but a housewife. If your brother and Dad both leave me, then I won't have any money in order to support myself.
Then get to work, asshole. You're in your 60s now, and have not once worked a job in your life, right?
Being a housewife is a job. So don't make it sound like I'm just some freeloader.
I suppose having to cook and clean every day is tough, but you're not making any money off of it, are you?
I know that, but... So this is how you and everyone else are going to abandon me? I gave you all the most loving any human could ever give you. I have loved you ever since you were born. Please do not abandon your own mother like this. Can't you please take me with you?
Hell no. Stay the hell away from me, you monster.
What?
I told you already. The person I love most is Morgan. But the person I forgot to mention that I hate the most is you. You not only made fun of her and hurt her feelings, but then went and physically assaulted her.
I was just in the heat of the moment then.
Shut up already, Mom. You really think an excuse like that would work in your favor with the police?
Wait a second. Wait. Listen to me, Jackson.
I'm done here. You have nothing else to say to me beside lies and excuses. So I'm not listening to you anymore, like you've always done to everyone else. Bye.
I don't want you to go.
Who frickin' cares? You better start praying to God that Morgan doesn't take things further with you. She already told me she won't get the police involved yet, but she could call them at any moment and have you arrested.
Wait, Jackson!
Thank you so much for doing the one thing that all mothers can do for their child, and that's giving birth to me. But beside that, all you've done is hurt me. So I don't want to ever see you again. Morgan, I'll be coming home tonight.
Understood. We finally moved out into our own house together, and being alone for so many days in a row has left me feeling a bit lonely.
I'm sorry about that. I didn't think that family meeting we had would take that long. But from now on, I'll always be at home with you. My dad and brother were also able to escape that monster.
Thank goodness. I was a bit worried at first that your mom would never let go of those two and would fight them until the day she died.
Well, my dad wasn't going to have it anymore, so there will be no problems. My little brother was also really happy to hear that my dad is divorcing her. He also mentioned that if you ever plan on expanding your business into making your own medical equipment, to give him a call and he'd love to work for you as an engineer.
If I can make something happen, I'll give him that call. Now that I think about him, not too long ago he had helped with that project to develop a new engine part for airliners, right?
That's right. But he was only one of many engineers that worked on that project.
But that means he has experience doing things with precision. I really might have to hire him.
Morgan, thank you so much.
What's this all about now? I love you a lot, Jackson, so you don't have to thank me for anything. In the end, Matilda had to listen to her husband ask for a divorce and give her all the reasons as to why he wanted one. For a very long time, he had been tired of all of her hysteric episodes she'd have, but never did anything about it because he'd tried tuning them all out. He would normally do that by just distancing himself from her by working longer shifts and staying out of the house. But this time, he just could not bear the thought of her anymore. Although I really wish he divorced and left her a whole lot sooner. Jackson's little brother also used this divorce as a way to finally run away from his mom and move into a new place. So after all that, Matilda not only lost her husband, but both of her sons as well, and is now completely alone. After the divorce, she went back to her parents, who were now both in their 90s, and had the both of them take care of her even though her father is struggling with severe dementia. The only issue that came about from that move, though, was that Matilda's little sister was already living with her parents in order to take care of them, and would not have Matilda sitting around all day doing nothing. So, within a day, Matilda was forced by her little sister to start helping out with her parents in the chores, which only drove Matilda more insane. And if that wasn't enough for her, Matilda's little sister is only giving her a month to find a job, or else she's kicking her out of the house for good. So, let's hope for the sake of Matilda that she can find some kind of work and not wind up homeless. And if she does, let's just pray the devil doesn't get to her and send her heading right back towards us begging for our money.